Salutations, adventurers! I am the Adventuring Bear, and thank you for joining me in another quest on Wayfinder. Have you ever been lost, adventurers? I recently was very lost. I had found this wonderful birch biome that I had been harvesting for all my future projects because I need a lot, and I mean a lot, oh, that didn't quite work, of treasure chests, which means a lot of wood. And when I went to go try to find it, I had some difficulties, but I was lost. However, when you are lost, sometimes you find things that you weren't quite expecting. Minecraft is a big world. And wouldn't you know that the one thing that I stumbled into was a flower forest. Look at all those flowers. It is so perfect. I just can't believe it. In the research that I have done, each biome and each area is kind of like a fingerprint. So the type of flowers you see are the flowers you can expect to get and nothing else. So unless I'm mistaken, and I very well could be mistaken, those two tall flowers there will not spawn over here. Or at least if they will, it's a small chance or something. But one of the other things I've learned is that it doesn't matter what level Y you're at. So we're at level 66 right now. You will still get the same results. So I can build it up in the sky. I can dig down below, long as there's grass. In this case, we are going to build up. I should have brought scaffolding. I didn't think to bring scaffolding. The space we're working in is a 7x14. So I'm going to mark some areas that I think I like here. So I really think there we go. 13, 14, right? This is the area that we are thinking of. I'm going to build up a little bit. Ooh, I kind of like the idea of being up high and being able to look out. Yes, I like this view. I think we'll build up here. Although I came all the way up here and I forgot to grab the dirt. Now let's get this all cleared up. At this point, what I really needed to do was to build a couple of more layers underneath the flower farm. I had gotten my base where the flowers are going to be grown, but there are essentially the maintenance areas that need to be built underneath. That is where the redstone would go and the droppers and things like that. So here we go, a quick time lapse to get us through the next few steps of this farm. We have made so much progress. Sorting isn't sorted out yet. That's going to come later. I have made myself a little access here to get into the maintenance area of this build. So we got a clock here that if we hit it, That's just going to keep going, and that's what dispenses the bone meal. This up here, once I hit this button, should infinitely, if everything works right, get the water to start going on. I have loaded the bone meal in, and it's already transferred into the droppers. We see over here that, well, I don't even have the second chest hooked up yet, but this first chest you can see is empty. I have about 54 bone meal. That's it. Not stacks, just 54 split between these two. And we are going to see if this works. This is going to be a test run. So I haven't turned anything on yet, so hopefully nothing breaks. But we hit this button. Once we hit this button, it should start this clock infinitely. It should not stop. And that should cause the water to dispense every time it cycles through. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Okay. So, and then if I flick this, that should lock it, so that way we could turn this off, because we're not supposed to hit that button anymore. Hitting this lever will connect this circuit. That's just going to infinitely fire that bone meal. So here we go. We have gone through all the bone meal. So let's lock this system. This is good. We got white tulips, we got the cornflower, we got the pink tulips, we got the oxeye daisy, and we got the orange tulip. So we just didn't get a lot, but we did get some. Okay, I did not see any of the orange tulips. That's what I was concerned about. There's a lot left to do with this build. One, I need to finish building it. The farm is done, but the build is not. I mean, look, there's no walls. This flower farm is fantastic. I love it. I know I say that a lot about all these farms, but they are brilliant. This farm is again by Avomance, and I will include a link to the video that I used that he made on how to build this farm. Now, everything below this I have made. That layer below there, that's all me. I mean, it's not obviously part of the farm. But I was thinking to myself, we don't get green from this, obviously. But you do get green from cactus. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to extend down and to build a cactus farm below this. The only thing that would have made it better is if I built a cactus farm here. Then all of it could trickle down. Oh no, I might have to do that. Although all I would have to do is just literally knock this down and just move it straight down below us. Okay, I think I might just do that. I think I need to do that. I have been hard at work at this flower farm. It may not look like a lot of work has been done, but there has been so much of design changes and plans that have been going on. You can see that I've been lining the walls and making things look a little bit aesthetically pretty. I have decided what I'm going to do with the roof, at least for now. And I've started switching out the fences here, which I don't think there was even fences earlier when I was showing you. And I really like the crimson here. It kind of gives the build a slight different pop from all the other colors. So we've been doing good. However, it's not just the exterior that I've been kind of playing with. If we head down, you'll see that I've added some bone blocks here. And the reason being is that I've decided that this level is actually going to be another farm. I'm going to do a cactus farm in the middle and kelp farms on the walls. I am going to be getting rid of this portal and moving it. And for the time being, I've just added these auto composters here. Semi-auto, I should say. So that way I can break down any of the seeds that I've gotten from the farm that I don't need into bone meal, which I can use. I am scouting out some other areas here to potentially build a second flower farm. I know that sounds crazy because I just built this, but I think over here, I'm going to go check, but I think over there is a good spot. So I'm going to build another flower farm over there. If so, and then connect them in the middle here. Let's see if we can give you a better idea here. So a flower farm here, and then a bridge connecting. I'll put the portal there, and then I'm hoping to shoot all of the cactus, kelp, flower farm down the center, and the same for the other side. I know this is kind of weird. I'm flying and trying to point with a cursor while describing things in midair. That doesn't quite work. I do like the way it looks, though. I like the design. Oh, I missed those two. I'll work on building this up first while I contemplate what to do with my dye situation. And hopefully we can at least get the cactus farm and kelp farm going here, because that will help fuel everything upstairs. Let's get to work. Plans have changed. So you see I'm standing on what was the original blueprint foundation for the kelp farm. However, I was going to make this floor both cactus and kelp. And I realized I don't think I'm going to get enough kelp if I do that. So I have made some changes. You see here, this is 2 new foundations for kelp farm with a third coming in over here. What I'm going to do is the same design as I was planning. However, I am going to put 2 of them on each of these foundations. This flower farm has become a larger undertaking. Larger undertaking than I had expected. You think flower farm and you're like, oh, okay, well then, you know, pick out a design, build it, you're good. I mean, look at this. I knocked this out, and this is even more complex than I thought it was going to be. Not that it was very complex, but you know, flower farm, you think flowers, easy, flowers, easy. Then we realized we didn't get all the dyes we wanted, so we need another one, which again isn't a problem. But then we also need green, so we want a cactus farm, and if we're already doing dyes here, oh, it just goes on and on and on. But you know what? That's fine. That's going to make it even more worthwhile that we have it over here as well. This is like this is like my industrial district part 2. This is Adventuring Bear from the future. Bum, bum, bum. This build took on a whole nother life than I expected. Even though we had just determined that we will need to expand, we'll need to add all these farms, that still did not cover what all changes and additions needed to be done. Nerdy Kitten had to get involved. Well, I guess she didn't have to get involved, but she chose to get involved to help out, and I was very grateful for that. Very grateful. So, I'm actually going to stop this episode here, because the next episode is going to cover not 1, but 2 expansions. Plus a cactus farm, plus Nerdy Kitten helping, plus a bunch of other things. So I'm going to have to do a lot of editing down because there is so much footage from so many hours, from so many days of this. It is all done at this point, and I'm doing my best not to reveal anything. However, if I was going to put it all in this video, it would probably go on for another 15-20 minutes. So this is an unintended part 1 of a 2-part flower farm. Industrial District Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. So adventures, with that being said, we are going to end it here. And as always, may the sun be on your face and the winds be at your back at everything that you do. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.